We spend the eternity of life trying to fill this endless void that never seems to pass. One enters the world with this void, spending life trying to fill it with petty desires, money, unrealistic dreams, and superficial love. But in reality, life is a game that has been played wrong by many humans. As Camus deducted, life has no meaning, that nothing exists that could ever be a source of meaning, and hence there is something absurd about the human quest to find meaning. The point of life is that there is no point. We create meaning to keep ourselves engaged and to keep living. Yet everyone in this world fails to realize no one in this universe can make something pointless into something with meaning, as life is meaningless.
Through the text In Our Time by Ernest Hemingway and Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett, both authors address the existential theme of absurdity of life and argue that adding meaning to life is pointless. However, Ernest Hemingway's character, Nick Adams, lives a more absurd life in comparison to Samuel Beckett's characters, Vladimir and Estragon.
Thank you for coming today. So, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Hi, we're so happy to be here, yeah? Take it off fast. You know how to take it off. Okay.
Well, over the years, I can say I've learned many things about myself and I've discovered many things about myself. I learned a lot from my father actually, the way he acted through tough situations and how he was great at what he did. He was a doctor, by the way. It influenced me a lot. See, when I was young, I experienced something, I guess you can say it was traumatic. My dad took me along with him to work. He was like helping a woman give birth. I believe he was performing a C-section. I don't really remember though. But he went to go congratulate the woman's husband after the birth was successful. He went to the room to go see him and then, he found the woman's husband dead. He killed himself. I saw that.
Why did he kill himself, Daddy?
I don't know, Nick. You couldn't stand things, I guess.
Do many men kill themselves?
Not very many.
Do many women?
Hardly ever.
He taught me how to behave in that type of situation or just tough situations in general. Not to ask too many questions and to treat the situation with respect and silence. He taught me how to be strong basically. So yeah, that's just an example of how he influenced me. I also remember when I was younger, a brakeman pushed me off a train. Oh my god, that's a story, but it's what allowed me to meet two people, Bugs and Adeline Francis. Hearing their experiences and experiencing harsh behavior myself, I learned that brutality does not always mean it will help you in life. I learned that the gentler way is often the better way.
So to answer your question, yeah, what have we gained? Weight? Well, no, because I hardly eat.
No, she's talking about experiences. Yes, talking about experiences.
Oh, well, to be honest, we don't really do much. Like, we sit around, kinda, and just wait around. We try to do things that make the time pass, like we said before.
Yeah, we do. We also talk about trees, but not hanging ourselves. No. And we do other things too. Ish.
And we met some people. I don't really remember them. One of them was blind, I think.
What do you mean you don't remember? You're talking about Potso and Lucky, right?
Lotso?
Potso and Lucky.
Where are they?
Obviously you don't remember. You remember nothing.
Oh wait. It was that fellow. She attacked me. Oh, Lucky, that bastard. She kicked me.
I'll attack her later too. But besides that, they were really good at entertaining us, I guess. Well, that passed the time. But yeah, we didn't really gain much. We learned patience.
Yeah. Patience. Maybe. Right?
Throughout Nikki's life, She has focused on learning from experiences and lessons that she has been told by others. She has had many influences in her life. She learned many things, as she mentioned before. However, there was no real gain when learning these things. Life is pointless as we all die in the end. So what did Nikki really gain from those experiences or lessons? Nothing. On the other hand, Valentine and Esther have not exactly gained anything new as they only passed the time while waiting for Godot. It does not matter if they did not gain anything either, since life has no meaning. It is not a problem whether they have learned anything in life or not again, since all of us die in the end. This makes Nikki's life more absurd as she feels as if her numerous experiences and lessons are gains in life, while Valentine and Esther do not consider anything as gains.
Throughout my life, I've had many purposes. When I was younger, I met a boy named Mark. He loved to fish with me. Mark gave me a purpose because I wanted to do everything for him. I even wanted to marry him later on. Since I wanted his love, I always spent my time with him. I had to make him happy. I wanted to go home and get a job, and we planned to stay together and try to avoid together. But when I lost him, well, I decided to leave him. But I still felt a sense of loneliness and void. I felt like I lost myself. I guess that's what happens when you're overly attached. Anyways, later on, I joined the army and went to war. It was a great war, and it was my first time I experienced anything so life-changing. I was trying to fill this sense of void I was feeling again. I was just a young soldier. I was looking for a purpose, and when I found it, I realized it was to find peace. So, to find this peace, I went to war. In the end, I didn't exactly gain a patriotic peace. It was more of a separate peace. I discovered that I really wanted to be alone and spend time with myself. I wanted to be away from the world and everybody and everyone I knew. To be independent. That was my purpose. I felt this urge or influence to achieve this true peace. So to achieve this, I decided to go camping alone after the war ended, because nature is what gave me peace. Being away from the rest of the world, the chaos from the cities, calmed my mind. I felt like I found my purpose again.
Be safe. It's a she. Wait, what purpose? Huh? Oh, life purpose. What's a purpose? I don't understand. Why are we in this world? The meaning of life? That sort of thing. I still don't get it. Jesus Christ. What? You're being annoying. What are you getting all mad at me for? Esther? Wait. I got it. Well, to be honest, I can't remember much. You don't remember anything? Okay, if you're so bright, then what's your purpose? Well, see, you don't even know. So why are you getting all antsy with me? Because you don't remember anything. Sorry.
Let's wait and see what he'll say.
Who?
Godot.
Good idea.
Let's wait till we know exactly how we stand.
Anyway, we don't really do much. We just wait around a lot. Oh, we wanted to meet Godot. That's what we wanted to do. That was our purpose. He's our savior. He's gonna save us. Yeah, that's our purpose. Save us from what? What should we ask him again? He wanted to offer something. Well, in order to meet him, we just waited for him. So save us from what? From waiting. Well, you know what I mean. He's the one who's gonna give us the answer. Our purpose. I'm learning so much today. My feet. My boots. What are you doing?
My boots. My feet hurt.
It hurts, she says.
It hurts.
Focus, Esther.
Okay. I guess that's our purpose. But life, you know, it's kinda useless. I don't know. We really like to distract ourselves. We just wait for time to pass. Like all we did really was wait for Godot since we wanted to meet him. I don't know. We wanted to kill ourselves and you know.
No!
What are you saying?
Don't say that. Stop recording.
Nikki's life is more absurd. She goes on and talks about the many purposes she has had in life. Even though life has no real purpose, Nikki creates multiple meanings or veils in life. One being her love for Mark and how she had to do everything for Mark in order to make him happy. Also, her participation in the Great War made her desire to be alone. The war influenced her to find a new meaning in life, finding independence and peace. She found that she had to be independent and achieved this through her experience with nature. These experiences show that Nikki had to have many veils in order to distract her from the true meaninglessness of life. Nikki must fill the deep pit of void she constantly feels and needs some sort of purpose in order to find a reason to continue to live. Yet this is absurd when there's no point to life. Whereas with Esther and Valentine, their purpose is to only wait for Godot, but they are not as dedicated to life in comparison to Nikki, and they do not have multiple veils blinding them from the true absurdity of life. Nikki, on the other hand, takes significant measures in order to achieve her purposes to make a so-called meaningful life. She is consumed by the world, which is absurd, existentially speaking.
I mentioned before how I lost Mark. Technically, I left him because it wasn't fun anymore, but you get the idea. Bailey, she's my friend. Well, she was happy for me when that happened because she believes in independence and how once you fall in love, that person can ruin you. But it was me suffering. I lost my purpose. I just couldn't stop thinking about how I would never see Mark again. We always planned to live together and travel. With him, I had a clear goal and I wanted to achieve this goal, but then all of a sudden, it was gone. I sent him away and I had nothing to look forward to anymore. Bailey was there for me. She helped me through this.
Hey, listen, it's okay to fall for someone, fall for them, but don't let them ruin you.
I still wanted Mark back. I felt like I needed his love. He was my purpose. I felt like I needed that. But you know, in life, stuff like that happens. What can we do?
Well, did we ever get anything in the first place?
Not really.
You better remember our purpose from the last question.
I do. Wait. Okay, I do.
Well, we do a lot to distract ourselves, though. So sometimes we lose our distractions and we don't know what to do. Because we wait for Godot and there isn't much to do. So we do lose our distractions and we get so bored. But sometimes we do want to stop waiting, but we go back to it.
Right.
Our purpose is to wait for Godot. And since he never showed up yet, we are still waiting. So in that way, we didn't really lose our purpose, I guess.
But sometimes our mind gets into dark thoughts. When we do that, we think about trees a lot, ropes, and necks, and yeah, dark stuff.
Anyway, the thing is, we don't mind waiting for Godot. Even if he doesn't show up, we're fine with it. We just continue on, and that's the way we live.
Does it come? We don't get up.
Yeah, because it's gonna come one day.
Yeah, he will. He will for sure. My feet hurt.
Not this again.
Just help me take it off.
Fine. Why does it hurt so much? I don't understand.
Just keep pulling.
I think your foot's too fat for this.
Nikki constantly has to distract herself with meaning, has to fill a void in her. When she left Mark, she felt empty and lost. She wanted him back. She wanted her meaning in life back. Without a meaning, she does not know what to do.
This shows absurdity, as Nikki is always on a quest for finding something that will give her life meaning. Existentially speaking, life is pointless, which makes Nikki's life absurd as she attempts to add meaning into something pointless. Valentine and Esther must wait. Multiple times, however, they wanted to give up and stop waiting. They wanted to hang themselves, but they would go back to waiting and find a distraction. They do not look for anything to specifically fill the void or emptiness in them. Although their purpose in life is lost at the end, they continue with it because they do not have anything else to do. They don't try to find something meaningful either. They are not bothered by losing their purpose. They do not yearn for their purpose back.
As seen from the interview and the previous clips, Ernest Hemingway's character Nick Adams lives a more absurd life compared to Samuel Beckett's characters Vladimir and Estragon, as he continuously tries to add meaning into his life by finding different things to fulfill his void.
Your life is spent doing petty things. You look for ways to fulfill your many desires. You stress over little matters, obsess over every detail. You lead a selfish life undermining others in order to make so-called gains in your own life. You get attached to people quickly, yet everyone in your life leaves so fast, just like passing clouds. No one stays forever. Nothing stays forever. Yet you try to preserve things, even though you know you cannot. You try to make yourself relevant. You try to leave a footprint in this world that will last forever. Yet you know, after a few generations, you will be forgotten. The world will function just fine without you. However, you attempt to try to live a life filled with purpose. You try to hold on to forgetful moments. You delude yourself into believing it will make a difference, that at the end of the day, you will somehow be happier. But you never become happier. You will never be satisfied. Want to know why? It's because you know, deep down, that life is absurd. You try to distract yourself from this reality, but deep down, you can never shake the feeling that everything is just absurd, that everything you do is simply meaningless.